Traders in the building, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. You already know what time it is, man. It's the time of the week we are doing the weekly analysis, and today I'll be doing the dollar index, gold, US30 and US100. And I'll start with the dollar index since it's the first on the watch list, and from the get-go I'm bullish on this market. And to explain why, it's simply because we are currently in an uptrend. I say this because we keep making higher highs, obviously, and we keep making higher lows, right? That's the first reason. Another reason is we are currently above a level of sensitivity. We are currently above a support. If you notice over here, this in this particular area, price has been failing to break this particular support for some time now. This is a monthly time frame, so we have about 6, 7, 8 candlesticks off a monthly time frame failing to break below, which then confirms that we should be looking for more buys than we are looking for sells. So in this particular time frame, that's what I'm seeing. And if you dive into a smaller time frame, if you want to take advantage of this move, you obviously need to go to a smaller time frame. And here you will see that, okay, we just recently broke above structure, and my expectations based on how I trade is we can expect that price to push a bit up until it reaches this particular resistance over there, and then from there we can wait a retracement, and this is where we can enter for those buys going upwards. Or another possibility is price could just go up and break that particular resistance altogether. It can break this particular resistance, and if it does that, then we await a retest on that particular resistance, which will be then tender support, and then from there we buy. Other than that, man, there's nothing more, there's nothing less. However, there is a possibility that the market could just reject altogether from this particular resistance and drop, but that's what it is, man. If it does that, then we are gonna adjust with the market conditions and then look for sells. But overall, until we can break this low, there's no point for us to look for sells, because the market on the higher time frame, it has shown that it is supported on this particular area over here, so we should be looking for buys long term. Now going to the second pair of the day, which is gold. I'm looking for sells on gold, and I will explain why. Let me first dive into a higher time frame, the monthly time frame. So this is a gold chart on a monthly time frame. So if you notice over here, let me zoom in like this, zoom out, I'm sorry. Okay, so you notice we do have a resisting trend line over here. This was where we got the first touch, second touch, third touch, and a fourth touch. And anytime price gets to the trend line, it drops. And so I'm expecting the same thing again, that is gonna drop, right? That's the first reason. Another reason is, if you notice over here, we do currently have an area of sensitivity that is being respected. That is a resistance. So from 2020, when price got there, it failed, it got there again, it failed, it got there again. So I'm expecting the same thing as it's showing to fail again. I'm expecting it can drop at least up to this support over here, and then from there we can start looking for something else or continuation to the downside, depending on how the market will be moving at that time. So how you can take advantage of this move going to the downside, it's easy. Just go to a smaller time frame, a daily time frame, or whatever time frame that you prefer, but I like to go to a daily time frame before I drop to an even smaller time frame to just see what is it that I could be missing out, right? So as you can see already over here, the market is kind of ranging, I would say, because it's not really coming down. It was coming down over here, but ever since then it's been going sideways, because you notice over here, and now we are currently playing around, so we aren't really trending at the moment. But overall, I'm expecting that this market is gonna drop. So the way you can take advantage of this move is that try to always sell high and avoid buying this market. For instance, if the market now is where it's currently at, let me zoom in. You notice where it's currently at, it's in the middle of this particular range. So how you can take advantage of this market is that you can wait for the market to get to this particular resistance over there, and then you can start looking for sells. Or if the market can come below and break this particular support on the retest, then you can continue looking for sells. Other than that, man, there's nothing more on gold, there's nothing less. I'm bearish on this market, and if you trade like me, you should be looking for sells. And by the way, I'm only sharing my perspective, guys. There's nothing guaranteed on this market. It can just go up. Let me show you, it can just go up. And now that's the thing about me, I'm trading the market condition of that time. If it goes up and breaks this particular high, then for me it means the market is currently, it would be bearish for that time, short term. Then on the retest, I would just buy until this resistance, and then from there I would sell. So that's just how I trade, man. Break and retest. If the market breaks my high, I'm looking for continuation to the upside. If it breaks my low, I'm looking for continuation to the downside. But that's all I have for you, gold. I'm bearish, there's nothing more, there's nothing less. Moving on to US30, the third pair of the day. I'm bullish on this particular market. Let's go to the monthly time frame so you guys can see clearly what I'm seeing, right? Let me do like this, auto fit. So the reason why I'm bullish is that obviously you can see that price is currently in an uptrend. Though it's not clean, but it's currently moving up, right? That's the first reason. Another reason is, so this was the last high we ever got on this particular market, and price has been going up. So I believe price was not just gonna reject out of nowhere. It is probably going to go at least until that high before we can expect sells, or before we can expect a break above and a continuation. So until we can reach that high, I'm not looking for anything. I'm still bullish on this particular market. I say this because you notice, man, price usually goes from structure to structure. This was previously a resistance. When it was broken, it became a support, right? So now we come from a support, we should go to a resistance, and from a resistance, support. That's just how I trade, and that's just how I believe the market moves, based on how I trade, right? So I'm looking for buys on this particular market. But how can you take advantage of this? You go to a daily time frame, or the time frame that you prefer, but I will encourage you to start on the daily time frame before you can drop to an even smaller time frame. You notice that this market over here, it likes to range, right? Because it's been moving upwards, right? It's been moving upwards. However, there is this particular pattern in this market that it likes to do of ranging, right? So it's going up, but in a diagonal manner. It's not going straight upwards, it's going up, but it likes to range. So you need to be careful of that, because this market has shown that it likes to range most of the time. So how can you take advantage? Because last week I was anticipating this move over here with this area. I was anticipating that the market was going to come down before it can give us that bullish move, but it didn't, and eventually it did give us that bullish move. However, you do see that over here Friday it did come in reverse, rejecting on that resistance over there. So a way that for you can buy this market confidently, wait for price to get back to this support, and you can buy from there. Or if it can happen that the market then ends up going upwards on the retest of that resistance over here, you can buy from there. That's all I have on this particular market. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. However, I can leave you with a piece of advice. If you want to execute trades on this particular market, focus on the 5 minutes or the 15 minutes, because the higher time frame means a bigger stop loss, and a bigger stop loss, you know how these markets move, it's gonna take you a lot of money, right? Yeah, so let's go to US100. This is the last instrument of the day, and I'm closing with this one. I'm also bullish on it. Let's go to a higher time frame. I'm also bullish on this particular market. So it's similar. The structure of this market is similar to US30. Again, is we are in an uptrend, and this is the last high we've ever had. So I believe that the market, until it can get there, it should be bullish, right? So yeah, until we can get there, I'm still looking for buys. Also, you notice how we've been going up here, crazy bullish momentum. So until we can reach that high, I'm not looking for sells. I'm expecting this market to continue its upward streak, right? So now let's go to a smaller time frame to see how we can exactly take advantage of this move going to the upside. If we were looking for entries, it's easy, man. You notice over here, look, so there is an area of sensitivity at the moment. This was previously a resistance. When price broke above, it did try to become a support, but not necessarily. But price broke below it, came and became a resistance again, eventually broke above and came again. So this was last week, and then price bought from there, and now it's back again there. So this is the thing. On a higher time frame, you're not gonna see these moves as big moves, but these are big moves, because if you trade this market, also you need to go to a 5 minutes time frame or a 15 minutes time frame, even a 1 minute time frame, because this particular market, it moves, and if you trade this market, you know what I'm talking about. So what you can do for next week is, where it's at is currently at that area, you can look for buys immediately, right? However, the market can do whatever it wants. It can just end up breaking below, and if it does break below, then look for a retest, and then sell this market short term to this support, and then from that support you can buy. That's all, man, I have for this particular market. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. I do encourage you guys that you learn the strategy. I did post a video last week, 3 weeks back, on how I trade. Go and check that video, it's gonna help you big time. Yeah, man, that's all I have for today. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up, comment something nice, subscribe to the channel, and please share with your friends so that I can grow as you are growing. Thank you guys for watching up to this far. I love you, and I'm out.